Hi, good day to you, Capricorn. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 21st of August. So, we can do your reading, and as per normal, we're going to be using our rune stones and to see what is the message here for you for your rune stones. So, I just had to put on my timer there to just make sure that my time is all correct for my readings. So, Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything is working out in your favor. So let's see, what is the message with the rune stones so that I can pull out. Okay, my eyes are closed, meditating on these stones. Okay, let's see. Okay, with 3 rune stones, very beautiful stones coming out here for you. As per normal, we are going to use our tarot cards. So some of you are in this phase of an awakening, it seems like it. So remember, Capricorn, this is a reading for your sun sign Capricorn, and if it doesn't resonate to your sun sign, please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. And some people are also checking out their Mercury, their Mars, whatever's resonating with you at this time. Great Capricorn. So never force this reading to fit, and just take what resonates with you. Remember that always. So let's see, a new beginning for some of you. First rune's done out. I was talking about a new beginning, a new experience for some of you, things that are emerging for others. It's almost as though you're having this awakening in your life. Cards coming out, Queen of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Emperor, Aries energy. You have got 10 of Cups, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands, and 5 of Wands. So this is also talking to people that may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their charts, or these people around them. So what are we seeing here for you with these interesting readings that are coming through here for you? Some of you could be going through some kind of a cyclic change. Could also be a case of you are looking at reaping new rewards for yourself, looking at changes that are coming towards you as well. And also feeling very tested with all of these changes. Some of you may be overcoming obstacles, others might still be having to overcome them. Some of you might be feeling very tested during this period of time, and others are dealing with their own internal issues and angers. So, quite a few things that are happening here for you. So we see with your first card coming out, some of you could also be having Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy in your chart, or these energy people around you. So what is it that we got to say here for you? A lot of you are feeling in a very passionate, energetic, and very optimistic phase, has been in this recent past, where you have been filled with a lot of confidence about doing things and about moving forward. Some of you might also be in this phase with this energy, knowing that, with change comes a little bit of temptation. So there has been maybe a lot of opportunities where you didn't need to heed into limitations, but it's very important that you do not become obsessive in your situations, and not also become too dependent on other people, or too dependent on addictive behavior patterns, because you might be feeling a little bit powerless in the situation. With the cyclic change, some of you might be feeling as though there's a little bit of oppression around you, and you're needing to conform to other people. But you must also focus on the fact that you have a lot of stability in your situation. And it's important that you realize that there comes this, you're in this phase where, as much as you're dealing with so much of cyclic changes, and some of you might be feeling as though you don't want to, and you're in conflict with yourself with regards to these changes, you need to look at the structure and the discipline that you have. You need to focus yourself, in a better manner, so that you can take advantage of all these wonderful things that you have going for you. We see there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of domestic bliss for some of you. Some of you are feeling quite homely as well. Relationships are feeling quite fulfilled in many ways. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries person that where there is this addictive situation with them, and you might be feeling quite powerless in the situation with them. But remember, if not, it's also the cards have their own meanings. Some of you might also be having this Cancer person in their space, and it's about you wanting to move forward with your situation with them, and maybe wanting to flow in a more loving manner. Others might just be facing a situation where they're needing to move forward, they're needing to still focus on this discipline, having this self-discipline, having this determination to move towards the future that they want for themselves, and not giving into this need of being in the here or now. But it's important as well to be very compassionate towards yourself. Some of you might be having somebody with this water energy in your space, somebody who's very compassionate, who's very kind. You know, you could be having somebody who's a Cancerian in your space, who has Cancer in their chart, that brings to you this peacefulness, this harmony, almost like this healing energy, which is really making you feel very loved and wanted at the moment. We see that as you're moving towards this change energy, there is a lot of inspiration. Some of you might be feeling quite creative at the moment. Some of you might be wanting to spark off with some new energy, you know, plan some new things for yourself. But at the same time, you're feeling a little bit protective of your ideas and your dreams. Maybe not wanting to share it with other people because it might just be a clash of egos. It could be some rivalry in your situation. But it could also be that you are feeling that you need to defend yourself, and that you're having this desire to protect your territory, so to say. So this energy that's coming through could be some kind of a love situation, some kind of in some cases, it could be a relationship that's become quite intense for you, and you're wanting to hold on really tight to this relationship, and you're needing to realize that, you know what, you can't have this way of looking at things. You know, you need to be a little bit more calmer in the way that you're looking at things, not necessarily wanting things the way you think it should be, but accepting things for the way that they actually are. So there is this energy of you needing to accept things for the way that they are, not the way you would necessarily like it to be. So interesting energy coming through here for you, Capricorn. Interesting love situations emerging. Very beautiful, and very also a little bit of conflict. And some of you might be a little bit, like I said, a bit upset about changes that are happening for you. So let us draw some more cards here. Oh, did I not just drop? I dropped my bowl of, oh dear me, I dropped my bowl of runes. Okay, I think I broke a few of them. So I'm going to have to fix that up. So let's just see what's come out here. You see Virgo energy coming out here, flipping over. The Hermit, the Empress. Okay, let's just see what else we have coming through here. Let's see what else we have coming through here for you, Capricorn. Okay. The Chariot again, Cancer energy. You've got 5 of Wands again coming through here, but in reverse this time. Judgment in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Swords. The Lovers, Gemini energy, and 8 of Cups. So there's a little bit of intensity here again for you. We see that some of you are feeling very rejected. Could be rejected in a social situation or in a love situation. You might be feeling quite isolated. You might be feeling quite alone. Some of you might be feeling, with regards to a Virgo person, that you are feeling very left out with them or with the situation, that they have excluded you from a situation. Some of you might also be feeling quite powerless and might also have a bit of aggressive energy right now because of some kind of defeat that you are facing. So we are seeing that there is this, it could be some kind of a relationship that is not working out the way you had expected it. Maybe somebody had made promises to you and things are not unfolding the way you had hoped it would unfold. So there is this energy of you feeling quite stuck. You're feeling as though this situation is not growing. There's no progress for you. And you might be feeling a little bit in a very distressed headspace. So you got this Cancer energy in reverse. So you could, like I said, could have a Cancer person, could just be the message of the card. So it's also realizing that even though you are facing this energy, you cannot afford to be too rebellious, cannot affording yourself to be domineering or stubborn about where things are right now. Some of you might be feeling you're dealing with somebody who's a bit of a tyrant. You yourself need to be very careful that you don't become this tyrant and become a reckless person and lacking in self-discipline in your situations. Some of you might also be feeling that there has to be an end to the conflict situation. There has to be some sort of a truce that needs to emerge. You're feeling there has to be harmony in your situation. You can feel that, you need to avoid conflict. There is this energy of needing to avoid the situation, to engage in conflict about something that is not working out in your favor. You might be feeling as though you are feeling a little bit undermined. Some of you might be feeling as though you are doubting yourself. Some of you might be very upset or stressed out or even angry with yourself, feeling as though you may not be learning from your lessons. You keep repeating the same mistakes. But it's also a time for you to realize that you do need to accept your situations. You need to find some sense of peace within yourself to not repeat history, not to repeat the same negative patterns, but to find contentment and see the positivity in the situation. And this will then enable you to move forward in your relationships and in your situations. Now, you'll be able to leave behind, especially if you have a love situation. You could have a Gemini person or just a lover's situation here. Some kind of a situation or a friendship that you need to put an end to. You need to walk away from it and walk away to something so much better for yourself. Because, you can't stay stuck in this situation. And it's really you moving towards this energy of learning to accept what has happened and what has not happened. Also realizing that relationships in some cases, they don't work out as much as you thought that this would be a wonderful love partnership, a wonderful relationship. There's a choice to make, and some of you are making a choice to walk away from something that is not working out for you, but rather choosing something that is more aligned to you, to yourself. Okay, so let's draw some more cards here. Okay, we see 5 of Swords fell out here. So be careful, let me draw all the cards and see what is the story before I start talking on the one. Okay, let's see what fell out here. Page of Cups, 3 of Swords, Death card or rebirth, Scorpio energy here. So beginnings and ends, 6 of Pentacles in reversed, Ace of Pentacles. You've got Queen of Swords. So we're looking at, you've got Scorpio energy coming up here. Could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy as well. Page of Pentacles coming through here. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So we are looking, so you're having a situation where there could be a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. Some of you might be feeling as though you are being bullied, or some of you might be doing the bullying as well. Be careful of that, because there is this hostility in this love relationship. There's definitely some kind of a love situation here. Something where you are feeling very sensitive, and maybe you had a naive experience or expectation from this relationship. You could have been very much of a dreamer and very idealistic, hoping that this love situation was going to work out for you. But we see that there is some kind of this love situation that you'd hoped for is not working out, did not work out. It's like you're having to deal with the separation and this grief and this pain, and it's extremely painful for you, very upsetting. Some of you might be feeling quite traumatized. Some of you might be crying a lot because of what is going on with your love situation. Some of you might also be in a state of realizing that you need to let the situation go, and you need to allow this ending to happen for you, because this is just really just something that it's ended. It's really ended, and as painful as it is, as much as you want to hold on to, you can't, you know. It's almost as though you had thought this was going to be something that was going to bring you stability. You thought that this was something that was going to bring you this love energy, this opportunity to grow and to have this happiness. You really had thought that by having this positive attitude, positive manifestation, that this relationship would be for you. But instead, there was like almost like a situation where there were strings attached. There was inequality in this relationship. You were feeling very much as though you were part of a power dynamic that was happening here. It wasn't a give and take relationship. There was a lot of inequality in this relationship. You know, there was a lot of, you know, like you couldn't get to a certain part. It's almost as though you were reaching at this invisible ceiling and you weren't getting beyond that. So this relationship doesn't seem to have been a good relationship for you. It didn't promise. It didn't materialize what it promised. It wasn't that what you had hoped that would happen. But you do have to realize around you, you do have people that have compassion and kindness. You do have supportive energy around you. You yourself, you know, maybe needs to be a little bit kinder to yourself as you move forward, and realize that there is a lot of loyalty, a lot of friendship around you. You need to be very consistent with yourself. You also need to realize that, you know, dependability is very important. However, you are dealing with a situation where there are a lot of issues that have happened. There could be financial issues that you are dealing with. You could be dealing with unnecessary debt that has occurred. You could be feeling quite upset because it was like there's this promise of prosperity that just has not happened. And, you know, there's this conflict when it comes to your financials, and you are really in the space where you need to realize that you may need to break with tradition to move forward. So, to see if any letters come out, if any of these letters, if they do resonate with your situation, amazing. But if they don't, it doesn't mean that this reading was not meant for you. This is just something extra that we shall see what shall come out here for you. Let's see. Okay, let's see letters that have come out here. And the letter P, you see the letter T, you're seeing the letter X, you're seeing the letter M that has come out, seeing the letter H, and we're seeing the letter K. So you may or may not have these people in your space, situations that you're dealing with, or, you know, it's just something extra. So it may or may not apply. These letters may or may not apply to you. But give a shout out if it does. I would be most curious. So you take care, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye, Capricorn.